Donald. Your audio.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize I was muted. Let me see if I coming through. Okay, now I am. Um what I was talking about was Nicola here, farming heavy construction machinery. But the other thing that I was talking about was the other day in the Discord we were talking about oil stocks coming back into play. And one of the things with TOS, they really don't have a way to identify sectors. And so I use Yahoo Finance to identify sectors. So I'll show you. If you come out here to Yahoo Finance and you go to screeners and you come down here to create a new screener, they have all kinds, but we'll go with equity because we're looking for stocks. So click that. And then they have this part, sector and then industry. And in this sector part, you can come in here and check energy. And then in the industry, you can check whatever type of oil you're looking for. But, I'm just going to check all of these because I'm looking for any of them. And it's showing how many results are up there. Right here, 293 right now. All right, and then you can check the market cap. So are you looking for mega caps, large cap, mid cap, or small caps in this? We're usually looking for small caps. And then they have a price. You can put the price in here, less than whatever you want. I guess we can put in what, 50 bucks, 25 bucks, 25 bucks. And then we'll find stocks. And it's got 442 there. And so that's how I kind of weasel down the oil stocks into the categories that I really want. And then you can take these and you can slap them into TOS and see what kind of shares they have and if they're low float and all of that. So let me do that real quick. Bor NS. Let me see if I can export this as a CVS, or I said CVS, CSV file or something like that. Let's go to 100 in rows. Bor NS new star.
GD. Good morning, Donald,
What's
Hal and
up?
others.
GD in the house. I was just showing Donnell the other day, we were talking about different sectors, and I was just showing him how to pinpoint some of these sectors out here. Um with Yahoo Finance's screener. You can, like, we've seen oil start to rip, so we were kind of looking into energy and oil stocks, and so yeah, we were kind of coming down here and looking through some of these nice little movers. And to me, it really doesn't matter what they're in. I mean, as long as they are dealing with oil and we can kind of separate them out and do a little bit more research, that's cool with me. 385 there. And you can always save these filters as well. So if I was to save this, let's say if I save this as, I don't know, low float search, low oil, low float search. And you can put a description, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so there it is. Apply filters tells you the region that you're looking in. The sector is energy, and I might want to open up that region. Let's see where else we can look. United States. They got so many places around here, way more to be selected and added to this. Kind of wish they had a select all, you know. But I guess once you save it, it's saved. And this is a free screener, so there. I was wondering why the numbers were so low. It was only looking in the United States. Ooh, this is a lot of check marks. Come on, bro. Well, I guess we can't do Russia because Russia is the one that's getting cut off. Don't want to invest in anything over there. Yeah, they really need to select all for this. But it is free, so I'm not complaining. And Finviz doesn't have a sector selector, so not for free. So I'm not gonna complain. Go ahead and save that as worldwide. All right. Look at all those regions. And let's see, we're looking at a price under 20. Just looking for little low floats. And there's something else. Small cap, add another filter. What are other filters we can add? Okay, they have other filters as well. Let's see, economic moat, don't really care. Morningstar fair value, popular, changes in volume, so you can do volume changes, changes in price, short interest, profitability ratios, debt ratios, balance sheets, cash flow. Let's see, do they have shares outstanding out here? That would be pretty dope if they did. Common shares outstanding, total common shares outstanding right there. So you can kind of see, oh, wait, this is common shares. This is total. Total shares outstanding is what we need. Let's see, total debt. Current ratio and quick ratio, those are some things that I use in evaluating dividend stocks. Current ratio and quick ratio give you how quickly, if all the debt of a company was to come due right now, well, current ratio is what they can do in a year's time, right? If everything was to be due in a year, what's the current ratio, right? Quick ratio is like if everything was to become due right now, how would they handle paying off their debt? But that's for some other stuff. Let's see, anything else? Nothing really pertaining to float or anything. So I close that and I'll go total shares outstanding. Let's go with the less than. Let me count these zeros. That's 300 million right there. So that is small cap land right there. And I'll save that worldwide 300 mil outstanding shares. Okay. So now we can see some lower floats on here. Everything on here should be under 20 bucks. And there's 737 choices out here. Let's see if we can edit these little columns though. I don't know. I might do this later, but at least I got the first filter built and I can continue to manipulate that filter as I see fit, looking deeper and deeper. And what I do is I throw this into a watch list on TOS and then I build a scanner to scan within that watch list. So I don't have to look through all of these or whatnot. I just get a list and then, you know, scan them all. But the only thing I'm looking for is, can you export this? I believe you can't. Let me add it as a portfolio. Add to portfolio, and I'll add it to low float oil. Okay. Now let's go look for that portfolio. Screeners, where's my portfolios? Oh, following my watch list portfolio. Okay, so low float oil. Oh, it only brought over 100 of those too. I guess I only selected 100.
Donald. Good morning GD.
And this is going to give you all the news of whatever's in their portfolio. So it'll give you news specific to what's in your little scan. Couple of dividends announced on some of these. Nice. Can we? Okay, here's the export. So we can export. Let me export this real quick. And I will move this over TOS and show you guys how to bring this in. So right now it's in my downloads folder. Downloads right here in quotes. And let me open that up. So I want all of these. And I'll copy that to my notepad. And then I'll come out here to TOS and make a new watch list. And I'll go to create a watch list and we'll call it low float oil. And this is just for example. And you just import and you go to paste your symbols and it'll paste all those symbols or whatnot. And did it get all of them? I think it did. Let's see. Yep, it got all of them. So that is the watch list in TOS. And then once you get it in this watch list, you can actually build a scanner for this watch list. But I want to get all of them in the Excel to bring all of them over so I don't have to bring 100 at a time. Anyway, that's that. Let's move this back over. All right, let's go look at the current markets and see what they got going on out here. Today on the scans, we can see NKLA, ARBB, PRFX, PLUG, Nokia, LESL. But for the low floats, we're seeing PRFX and ARBB. I want to see what kind of action right now on the daily chart. Looks like ARBB was a recent IPO back here on what was that? January, February, March, April 5th. It IPO'd, hit a high up here of 540 and worked its way down, but has a couple of consolidation periods in here. This is one of them, and it's got another one right here. So right now it is trading at 451, so it's right above this little consolidation here, up 38%. I wonder, man, if it tests down any, it'll drop a little bit too low for a retracement, but I don't know. We'll see about the time. But right now the news is on NKLA. They got a deal they signed a deal doing a hydrogen, or with biotech signed hydrogen supply. It's an EV deal, electric vehicle deal. So let's look at what news they have. This came out at 5 o'clock this morning. Said Thursday that they signed a deal to supply low carbon hydrogen to offtake customers from the latter's facilities for zero emission commercial fuel cell electric vehicles fleets. Okay. Under the terms of the deal, Nikola expects to take delivery of low carbon hydrogen produced by Biotech, starting in Missouri this year, and California in Biotech. Wait, did I skip something? No, starting in Missouri this year and California in 2024. The company plans to acquire up to 10 Biotech high-field transport trailers. Okay, Biotech will acquire up to 50 Nikola Class 8 hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles over the next 5 years. So they're buying 50 vehicles over the next 5 years, with the first 12 trucks being delivered in 2023. Okay. So they got to sell. They're selling 12 trucks this year, which is a lot of money when you think about those 18 wheelers and those double the what do you call them? 12 18 wheelers. What's the average cost of an 18 wheeler? That's the question. Okay, so the cost of an 18 wheeler depends on whether it is new or used, and the make and model. A new semi truck costs 75,000 to 180K or more. So we'll just go at a median of that. Let's see. We'll just use those two numbers, 75,000 plus 180. Oh, no, not 180. 75,000 plus 180,000 divided by 2. So we will go with around 127,000, just a median. And they're buying 12. So times 12, that'll be about $1 million. It wouldn't really be an investment because they're going to get a asset. It'll be just a purchase. But still just $1 million.
Driftar.
I don't know.
Good vibes.
What's up, Drifter? So yeah, we'll see what Nicola wants to do. Also, we need to look at that float on Nicola. I think it was a little bit higher float, if I'm not mistaken. Will it be a chop factory today is the question. It is 8:19. We have about 10 minutes to the bell.
Driftar. Hit the like button.
Float. Woo! Look at that float. 530.22 is in my. Let's go and cross check this. Nicola. Nope. That float's 324 over here. Looking real heavy. But it's drawing in all of the volume from pre-market. Shares outstanding, public floats 500, man. Let's see if they have any shelf registrations. No shelf registrations, but that float's going to keep me away from that one.
Lori Lee. Hi.
What's up, Lori? See, so right now I'll just be watching ARBB, and PFRX does have some history of giving back gains pretty quickly. We saw it earlier this week. It popped up to $25 from, what is this? Popped up from $4 up to 25. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot. And right now, it just seems like a dead cat bounce on PRFX. If you look at the daily chart, this big candle dropped all the way down here to 565 and popped back up to 772. So definitely an interesting way to start. Anyway, are you guys playing any continuation stocks here into Friday? We got another, is this oil? No, this is a realty company. O popped up there for some reason. It's only got 1 million shares. I know it's a high float. I think I already got some of that in my other portfolio. I have been building up my portfolios. I told Donnell basically what I do is I buy dividend stocks, and the dividend stocks pay into the other accounts. So, you know, as long as I'm buying dividends, I'm getting cash. But we'll see what ARBB wants to do, though. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear it talking, or can I only hear it talking? Are y'all hearing voices? I don't know. I'm crazy. I don't know. I think it should be properties.
Lori Lee. Nothing has news, something else will rip later. Lori Lee. I hear you.
Oh no, but you don't hear the voice. You don't hear the voice reading the chat, right? Only I hear it,
Lori
right?
Lee.
Oh, you hear
Hi
it?
SB.
Oh, okay.
GD. I hear it.
Hmm. I just put it on because it when I'm listening and when I'm looking at the charts and I can listen to what y'all are saying, it just makes some like when Donnell posts, "Hey, I traded something at an entry of whatever." I don't have to read it. It's just I can hear it.
Lori Lee.
Tickles my lazy
I
bone.
hear the voice. Driftar. It's Lori's voice.
Maybe we'll take this. All right, let's see. So yeah, this morning is looking kind of. We'll see, man. I wish that there was something competing with Nicola,
Face with tears of joy.
but
I like this way better.
this 45 million shares traded. I'm just wondering what can happen because it's got such a small range here. Like, look at this. It's got $2 from $2.63 up to 2.85. That's a 20-cent move. But then you look at the shares on this candle, it's 16 million shares traded. So how many people are in the way of getting hurt this morning? We got 5 minutes until the bell. Nicola is where I'm going to start looking because it's got the volume. Not looking to trade it because of the higher float. I do not want to get caught in a flush. It's $1 million deal. 12 trucks this year, 50 over the next 5 years. So it doesn't excite me to put money into Nicola there. And we'll also see, we can see ARBB kind of coiling, but we need to see Nicola fail. It's only up 23%. I'm thinking ARBB will be the next in line to take something because, it is technically at the top as well. Number 2 on the day. These scans that I use are looking for things over $2. So, anything under $2. We saw a $2 mover, I think, or a couple under $2 movers moving towards 2. But it's like when they get to 2, the brakes are put on and they just, they seize up. But right now, we can look on the 15-minute chart. We can see a little bit of what looked like a gap down through here, through a wick back through here, and then popped back up, and then ended up right down here under the $5. Something is telling me this one could get a little bit, but I need to see more volume on it. I just don't have the conviction. Plus, the news on this one, it's just a IPO. Hasn't dropped any other new news. Let me go see what ARBB actually does, though. ARBB for this. ARBB. It's a technology company, information technology out of Malaysia. AR IoT Group Limited, through its subsidiaries, provides Internet of Things systems solutions. Do they do anything in security? Let's see. Does not look like it. Smart hydroponic systems. Okay, so out of Malaysia. We'll see, man. 41 employees. That's the only thing about having such a densely traded stock. If it chooses to choose a direction that's in the reverse of you, it could be really bad. The top side of this high was the 283s up here. I just put this as a nice little white line up here. See if it's resistance or does it want to jump up there. Let's see, edit. On the hour chart, if we look over here on the daily chart, we can see that it closed yesterday at the high, or not highs, but at a higher high, $2.23. And now it's up here at the 270s, but it's still under this little 296. It's got a little consolidation in here though. But yeah, I'm just not interested in all this chop. They got to do something better than sell 12 trucks. Because the other, the deal is for them to buy 50 and then upfront 12 trucks. What if, in the coming years, they're like, you know what? We don't need those other ones. We can't afford those other ones, because the trucking businesses have been kind of struggling over, well, some of them have been struggling over the past, 2-3 months. During the pandemic, trucking was like, it exploded. Everybody needed deliveries to their house. Everybody needed blah, blah, blah everywhere. But as there's been a decrease, the businesses have had to figure out ways to maximize and continue to profit in a slower market. All right, we have 10 seconds. 47 million shares traded on the board. It is doubling everything else on the day that is above $2. Throwing down the hammer right at the open. But that hammer is only a, that hammer is like a 20-cent drop there. AT&T popping up there, going down, I guess. Nice. Keep going down, AT&T. That's one of my dividend stocks, and as it comes down, I just get a little bit more. Get a little bit more. Pays me a nice little dividend. Because the thing I'm thinking about, AT&T owns the T-Cell towers. T-Cell towers are in the United States and Canada. They're all over the place. So I'm like, AT&T, they're going to continue to do their thing. Even though their quality of service sometimes suffers, everybody else is renting use of their cell towers. So it's like, well, there are some localized companies that have built their own cell towers, but for the majority, AT&T is everywhere. They started everything. Okay, Nicola has a little gap here down to the 240s. Want to see it fail that so we can see something else come up. 240 gap down. Yeah, I'm gonna be adding to my AT&T today. Much better prices. Okay. Let's jump over here and look at the scans. So right now, Bank of America came up to 30 bucks. Just kind of trading within this range. PRFX maybe one to watch. Has a nice bit of relative volume here. And ARBB also has good relative volume. I'm going to be watching both of those. Let's actually go over there. PRFX just doesn't have any reason to go up, but ARBB Holding these levels here, 440s. Looking at the daily chart, where can it come down to? We see it testing this beginning consolidation here on the daily chart. Let's see. So 440, getting a test there at that level we put out. Because this is clear. This is what I'm looking for. Whenever you have consolidation like this, I like to see some testing of this consolidation. Now, this testing was pretty quick down here to the 434s. It's kind of jumping around. So I'm going to give it some time and see, does it want to end up diving into this consolidation or what? But right now, it's holding here above the 440s. Only 10 cents off the 440. So I may actually give it a little bit of a play. To be honest, it is on a little bit lower volume, but I want to see if it can hold above the 436. So let's start to get some. Or what do we want to get in? It's at 450 right now. Let's see if we can start getting some at 4. TNT. Yeah. They're the 30s, and I'll continue to come on down. I haven't bought any yet. 438s, so 440s. Can we get a dump through this level? Continue to hold this. 38s, 34s. All right. So it is coming down into this level, testing again the 430s, which was the bottom there. And there's the fall. Okay, glad I didn't add yet. It's a little bit of a push down. Looking at the daily chart. 425's getting hit. So I'm going to come on down some as well. It's up 30% though. And PRFX, let's go look at that one. PRFX into a halt. Has a top here of the 885s. All right, so let me pay attention to ARBB. They're coming, they're getting a little pop back up. I'm just going to play it small because I don't want to get killed out here. Take a little bit there at the 40s. Like I said, I'm entering small. And I want to see it back over the 450s is the where I want to see it. If it can do it. I'll keep adding under the 40 as long as it's 40. 35s. Added a little bit there. Like the way it's holding around here. 35s. So I got 40 shares in there. Can we get under the 30s? I'll throw a share out there at the 430s if it can touch it again. Can we get under the 30s? 30s kind of holding up. So, can we? Oh, it's popping already. Give me that 35 feel. 40 feel. Give me the 40 feel. Okay, got the 40 feel. $0.10 away from the 450s right now. And it's coming back up here to this level here and starting to hold this 439. So only got 50 shares right now. and I'll pick up some more 40s, 35s. Bottom on the day is looking like 425. Got 65 shares. Okay. Can you give me back under the 30s? Okay, so it just started calculating. I'm down $1.71. It's got a super high relative volume. I'm gonna add some more here, looking for it to hold up, continue to hold here. $70 shares in. There's the 425s. What you want to do, 425s. Add a little bit. Can we get the ad? Got the ad there, 425s. Testing this consolidation right here. 415s.
Risky, risky.
408s. Let's get on down there with it. Buy that. Can we get that fill? Give me the fill, bro. Okay, so I'll go up a little bit. 415s. Adding a little bit at the 415s. Can we get another fill? Don't leave without me, baby. Ah! Come on, give me 415. Well,
BRB.
yeah, it's leaving me. It's leaving me. Give me 415. The low here was a 408. That was a pretty good test of that consolidation, though. Got 90 shares. Nicola jumping up there. Tesla getting on up as well. 418. Continuing to add under the 420s. This counter will be closing in about 4 minutes. I'm adding here under the 420. Give me one more ad, please. Did not get that ad. Okay. I don't know what my average price is. It hasn't calculated, but whatever. 428s. I'd like to get some fills under 425. Tapped it, did not get filled there. There's one. So my average price right now is 430, 5 cents away from my average. Can I get another fill down here under 424s? Got another fill there. Almost got 100 shares. And $4 is looking like that spot. Hadn't got my fill at 420 yet. See if I can grab one at 423. Give me that 423 fill, please. Not getting it. All right. Well, I'm in the green with 96 shares. Bottom down here was the 405s. So we'll draw that as a possible support. Looking to get some more, but on the daily chart, we can see that this thing is slowing down. 406 would be the bottom. Really don't want to see a break towards the downside of this. If we extend this to the left, the downside of this consolidation is what I don't want to see. So I'll stop out down there if I need to. But right now, I'm pretty comfortable right here. See if I can get some more fills under 425. Bring my cost average down a little bit. Okay, 425s. Let's go ahead and throw one out there. 425. Can we see it? 425, please. Okay. 426. Let's go for 426. Can we get a fill there? Nothing. 427. Okay, got a fill there. Brought my cost average down to 425 on that one. Still got two other fills out there to be gotten if they can get them. Kind of just holding right here. Average price is right at 426. Oh boy. It may not give me, let's see. So the VWAP is right now at 440. Looking for this thing to hold up that 405. Draw a little bit of support. It may come down and test it, but you know, we'll see. Got one fill there, brought my average price down to 421 and another fill of 100 shares. And so now my average price needs to recalculate real quick. Recalculate. Little bit of volume coming in there. We'll see what this volume. Can we get back over the 430s and possibly test the 450s? 430's coming in there a little bit. PRFX killing the game as well, gapping higher into halts. Nikola Tesla. This one is certainly drying up in volume though. See, this one has doubled it. PRFX, 6 million shares. NKLA only went up what from the 280 up here to the 290, so only a 14-cent move there. Plug Tesla. Okay. Waiting. Can we get that push over 430s? 430 small break, 432. All right. There it is coming on up. Ooh, made it all the way back up here. So this was the level, the consolidation level, obvious consolidation. Popped out of here back over the 455s here. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Take some shoes today. Only 100 shares, but definitely getting blessed out here with that 100 shares. Let's see if it can go ahead and break over the 475s. Start to hold. We're looking at a top on this IPO of 540s if it can hold up the 450s. And it still hasn't recalculated, bro. Come on. I know I'm good and in the green for sure. But then again, at the beginning of the market, sometimes it does take it a little bit of time to kind of gear up. But look at all this buying pressure down here. And then VWAP right now is at the 441. So we'll see how it holds at 440. As it becomes above VWAP, we'll see if we can get any kind of FOMO action above this level of the 475s. Come on, bro. Still hasn't calculated. Where's my P&L? What's going on here? I don't even know my entry price. That's what I'm really looking for, to know how many cents I'm up. The last time it showed it was 421. So I'm up at least 25 cents. Ooh, look at this. Look at this daily candle though. Ain't that beautiful? We saw it test this level, come into consolidation, test down to 408. I continue to add in this level to look for a bounce off of this previous consolidation. And it has high relative volume. It has all that stuff that we look for. So just giving it time now. Hopefully after the first 30 minutes of the market, it'll go ahead and calculate. Starting to hold up that VWAP there, 440. Can we get some FOMO in here? 450 break. Strong 450 break would be very nice. $455s, $454s. Can the short start to get punished? $4 million shares traded on it right now. Definitely has some work to do. Needs to hold the 450s. Can we see some green? We see 57s. Can we get a break of the 60? 57, 57. And at this point, see 50s. Come on now. Even those 55s start holding. Still no recalculation, huh? Have to wait till this candle closes. It looks bullish, but I don't know yet. After this candle closes, I'll decide where to put a stop. Since it's not recalculating right now, I really don't know where this thing is, where I am sitting on this trade. But I'm gonna use a 420, which was my main entry, as an out if it can't go up higher here. 460s. Can we go green on the day here? Look at this. It's so close. 475 is green on the day. Okay, getting on up there, 470s. Nice. Man, come on and give me my... Oh. I need to know where I'm in at. That was a very small breakout right there. The high of that one was 475, and we're looking for that 475 to hold. Where are those FOMO buyers? I'm going to go ahead and throw a 425 out there just in case. Just the insurance policy. Because I believe I'm in higher, I'm in lower than 425. So I just put that in there as an insurance policy. All right, got my stop in there. And just going to let it play. If it can get over that 475, that'll be beautiful. Continues to find struggle, though. Coming back red. Looking for that break. Come on, man. You got this. Need those 470s to hold. $450s trying to get tested. They're trying to push it back below 450. Very short-lived green, red to green there. PFRX has since come down, halted to the downside. $450 looking like it's wanting to break down a little bit here. Stopped out there. Small red, and that's why I had the insurance. It never did recalculate my price. Never did. Let me see what I lost. Still hasn't recalculated. Come on now. But I do know whatever it is small. It may be like 10 bucks or maybe $5. I may need to reload this because I just can't see what's going on. I can't see what's going on, man. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. 433s. Another test down here. 409. So it just slammed down, got me out a little bit. That's cool. Nicola, look at this. Look at this. Slammed down as well. So the top movers are slamming. Bank of America erupting to the downside. Okay. I'm still not done with this one. Let me look at the daily chart and see where we're at. TOS still trading right here under 40s. Limit 440. Yeah, go ahead and get in a little bit. Looking for under 440. Starting the whole process over. Actually, I need to get a little bit more size here. 440s, 435s. Starting the process over. And I keep seeing green come in here. Getting some there. Can we get back under the 430s for a fill? Got that fill. Continues to hold. Come on, give me that fill. Don't take off without me. Come back down, please. I want more. I want some more. Got 36. Right under the 40 is where my aim is. $46 shares. This little pause break is having is very odd. Okay, 26. Let's go down to 30s, 25s, 15s again. Might even get the 405. Adding some 405. Looking for it to hold this point. This is the midway of the come on, man. Midway of the channel that we were looking at earlier. Getting some more down here towards these levels. $86 shares in right now. The second time it's been down here. 91 shares. Come on, give me one more field, bro. Don't play me. Come on, bro. You really gonna do this? All right, I got 101 shares. Letting it play above this level. This is the midway test here of the channel. $4. Giving it a chance to hold. Okay, there's some popping. The first trade was 100 shares too, I think. Oh, this level. We're up to 420. Why can this thing not calculate is my problem. Why am I not seeing it calculate? So looking for that $4 to hold there. Looks like I'm down, what, 19 bucks right now? I'll take that. Coming back up to the 420s. Let's see if we can get some fills under 420. Go ahead and reduce that entry. Getting some fills right here at 420. At this point, the bottom here is the 399 breakdown. So that's where I'll be putting my stop on these. See if I can grab a little bit more at that 16. Throwing some orders out here at the 416. So I got 106 shares looking for this $4 to hold up. Let me go ahead and put my stop out here. Let's do 390. Okay, got my stop out down there. We'll see if it can hold. And I'll continue to try to grab some under this 415 level. That was way too many shares, bro. I entered the 106. All right. I did not mean to do that. 212. And I'll be out at the break of the $4. Did not mean to do that. I just saw it when I did it. So I will sell 395, 212 shares. Have to get out there. Wanted to see the $4 kind of hold up here. We do have a little bit more time. I did not mean to burn that capital there. But yeah, just want to see it hold the 4 here. 408. Let's see if I can get some fills. Put it at 410. Can we start seeing 409s? And let me make sure I change this number because I'm messing around and buy another 200 shares. Be quite upset. 408s. Can we see 409s on the tape? Okay. 407s. Can we see 408s? 410 just got hit. Go ahead and grab some at 410 myself. See if I can grab some more. We see 411s. Another test of the 10s. Taking some time here. Try to grab some more at 410 before it ends up crossing over. 408's popping up there.
Looks like a no trade for me.
Give me that 410 feel, baby. Four 12s may not get this 410 feel that I'm looking for. Pop up there to 418. Nice pop. I'm not going to add higher than 410 though. Bottom of this right now is the 399. So 399, I'm going to be out of this thing. 5 million shares traded on this one, only up 26%. So it's definitely not looking the greatest on the day. That's why I'm keeping my stops so tight and everything. Nice and tight. I'll go ahead and add a new stop order at 399 again. 399. If it wants to end up failing. So I'll cancel my last order, my last stop order. And then put in a stop for 215 shares at 399. We'll see if it can hold that. Hold back up above the 420s here. And this thing is still not calculating. So definitely something going on with the application here. Let me go and look. Let's see, I reloaded it, blah, 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 added 215 shares. Maybe I could check it on the website. Okay, I'm down $4 on the day now, so I did make something back. 22s, can we see those 25s start to hold? And if not, I'm just going to go with the notion that this thing is just going to fade all day. And I'll just leave it alone. But the risk right now is managed. Wish I knew my entry price though. My average entry price. I bought, okay, so my average entry price is 416. 416. Okay, so right now risking 16 cents. PRFX getting active again, going towards those highs of the 1222s. 10 million shares traded on it. Didn't really give a nice dip or anything. Nicola, yeah, just not great at all. 177 million shares traded. Bank of America hit a bottom of the 2950s. We're halted again on PRFX, up 102%. 416 coming back into play. I may or may not get stopped. I'll see. But this candle is going to close in 1 minute. And PFRX just went into a halt, so we got 5 minutes on that one. Should be. NKLA. This one, it just doesn't have range. That's the only thing about it. That's 40-cent drop, and then what, 37 up to 61. So it has a little bit of range, but only up 15%. Look and see if anything new has popped on. So Rivian is back on the top scans. Edit Rivian. And Coinbase. Coinbase earlier this week got its part of its was it XPR case dismissed. SPR, something like that. LESL. All right, Tesla, AMD. Come on and get this break, bro. Get this break over. If it breaks down 399, I'm just all the way bullish on this thing. I mean, not all the way bullish, all the way bearish on this thing. I want to see buyers come in above 420. My average price is 416. And I'm just not falling in love with this pattern right now. It should have got up and went. But that's why I sized down just like earlier this week. I am not opposed to sizing down if I'm not sure. It looked good on a daily chart, but hey, sometimes you get caught slipping. I'd rather get caught slipping small than big. NKLA headed on down to the bottom of the ocean, only up 13%. So at this point, if someone was to pull up their scans and they're scanning for high movers, they may not see this one, even though it has so much volume from pre-market. ARBB now above 421. Let's see if it can get over this 438 up here. It's kind of holding this $4. I just want to see it just do that. Hold the $4. Now use the bottom of the hour candle to get out. So the low of $4 right now is my out. Looking for it to start breaking over that 421. But the volume is also drying up. So, you know, I'm optimistic, but I don't want to be foolish. see, coin up 109. Oh, there's ARB. Can it break over the 425s is the question. Bottom of these candles is right around the 418 and needs to start holding. The bodies of these candles is what I want to see it hold. But again, we'll give it time. It's 22 cents away from me, and 22 cents on 200 shares is what? Times 22. It's about 44 bucks. So definitely not a huge loss if it does want to go down, but also it could give me more than I'm expecting. PRFX opening up higher, going with the wind. Absolutely ripping monster moves out there. Ooh, taking somebody's shoes right there. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going down, man. I need to see something get activated off the lows. PRFX is got a huge range. Huge range. Hit a top up here of 1276. Bounce all the way back down to 1180s. That's a dollar loss on that. And I'm out here just risking 44 bucks. Another slam down. Man, this thing is finding some major resistance. Let's look on the daily chart at PRX. It just, oh, it's not even up here. Let's see, PRFX. This daily chart came up here and finding that resistance right at that 1165 it keeps bouncing down to. ARBB coming on down to me. We'll see if it breaks down at 4. Right now it is under my entry position, which is 416. Let's see. 415. ARBB. Barely holding up, but it's holding. I'm not going to add to this. If it stops me, I'll just be stopped out here. 40 bucks on the day. But if it wants to hold here under my entry price, I will add for a retest higher. If it wants to just hold this 10 cents, which I don't know if it's possible. Oh, it's getting on down there. $405s. Just not seeing that buying pressure. $402s and get any buying back up off of this. 401s. See any green. Nope, about to stop me. It is literally right on it. All right, there's a stop out for what, 44 bucks? Let me go check. $50. Yep, 50 bucks. And now it is pushing into the second half, and this is what I didn't want to see. It fell to this second half, man. That thing is getting on down there, and it's only up 18% now. So PFRX taking the day. I kind of jumped the gun on ARBB, not really giving it that first hour to play and show me its true colors. But I was like, let me just size down just in case this thing does want to flip back. And the other thing was my cost average and all of that was not calculating. I didn't know where I was in. I had to go to the website and check it. So, you know, 50 bucks. All right. So Nikola down here at 250. Let's check it out. We got Nikola here. Came down to the 239s a couple times, giving a little dip here. Plenty of volume on it. Wonder, can I get like 5 cents? It filled this gap, bounced off to 240, so it's actually got a little bit of a level at 240. But it is a larger float, so I definitely had to play it a little bit slower. $384s, but now you're just not obvious. PRFX back in the halts. Plug. So 250 holding a little bit here.
And market will go down.
So we're right under, whoa, right under 250. Seeing it push down a little bit here. I could risk this 240 here on a trade like this. Let's look at the SPY. SPY went up to 450, went up to...
I going live. Good luck with the trades. Happy Friday, fellas.
Definitely.
Have a good weekend. But I think it will give another 10 cents.
This 250, man, is getting some bounce potential. Wondering, can it hold here?
You too, Rudy.
All right, so this hour candle is about to close here. It's going to be closing right at 250. May give it a try to get this little bounce back up to the 58s. Almost 200. Ooh, going on down. It might need to test the 230s. Gee whiz. Go ahead. Oh, did I not buy? 250. Oh, okay, got you. Looking for that 250 break back above, but this thing may not get active. It may be, I don't want to FOMO into something just because, you know, it's looking some type of way. I would rather just not get caught up in something like that. Because it's not meeting my parameters and I was about to size into it. So that's where we start playing the dangerous game of chicken. I'm kind of glad that order did not go through. Gave me some time to think, rethink. All right, so ARBB right under the 4, 375s at the bottom. All right, I'll give you another try. What's the top of this? High of 397. So let's see. 390s getting hit here. This thing hasn't given a green candle this whole time though. PRFX back in the halts. PRFX is gone. Gone with the wind. I don't know. Is this a time to just be like, you know what? Let me cool my jets and just chill, or what? We're super close. If we look on TOS, this thing has come all the way down to like the 375. We're going to use the 375 as an out if we want to. PRFX going to 20. Probably so. Probably so. I wouldn't doubt it. But nobody's interested in ARBB right now, so I'm not going to do that. That's just it's no point, no reasoning behind it, except for probably anger or greed. So let's go ahead and look at what we do have on the top movers, which we probably should have focused on in the beginning. How is PFX not on our top movers? That's trash. It's only 14,000 shares, and we got a whole bunch of new stuff up here. Okay, NKLA hitting this bottom once again of the 238s. Interesting. Can I get 10 cents here? Very interesting hitting this level. 240s getting tested. What's the bottom of this? Low of 340, 239s. Are we going to see a break of the 239s? Or are we going to see 41s come back up? Interesting. I may give this thing a try, bro. For a nice little 10 cents, 5 cents, whatever. And this is right at the gap fill, this level here. But I'm not seeing green come in. I might wait for this candle to close. But it may be too late if I do that. You know what? I think it's playing with me. I don't want that. I don't want to be played with. PRFX halted to the downside. No other high relative volume movers up here, though. Like, what is going on? Yeah, I'm going to wait till this candle closes. It's only up 9%, though. That is sickening. I don't know. In a situation like this, what do you guys do? When you see something, you're like, ah, I think I can get this out of this. I think I can get that out of this. But there's no confirmation or anything to say that. Let me look at NKLA where it is on the daily chart. So it has this spot down here at the 220s that is getting down to quite quickly. 220 level. Quite quickly here. And now it's only up 5%, so nobody's going to pay attention to this. Nobody's going to pay attention. Where's the other one I had?
You can safely buy for a 10 cents profit.
Then ARB came down here. Let me see where ARB is. Yeah, look at this. Man, this thing came all the way down to 376, bro. 376 with super low volume. Not even 10 million shares traded. So I can't do that. That's insane. And what was the ARB? Yeah, this was just IPO too. No, I can't do that. All right, let's go back up to Nikola or whatever and try to see if we can get a 10-cent retracement here. 222s, and this is very close to $2 too. So being a higher float, what's the possibility with the 530 million outstanding shares? What's the possibility of it popping back up? Maybe I'll just take small size. That's what I'll do. Even though it's a cheap stock, I'm gonna take small size. 40s. No, I just can't. I'm fighting internally with the rules that are set on the rules that I follow. I'm fighting. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not getting trapped in there. I'm taking it off. All right. And see ARB. All right. So this one at 358. A lot of I can't. All right. So we're seeing it past this level of the 362 now. So I kind of like it. But what's the probability of it bouncing back up now? It started at 479, took what, 2 hours to get down here to this level of consolidation. So this is a secondary level that I can play on consolidation to see if it can bounce back up to maybe the 80s, possibly. So I may give it this play. Limit. Oh, 65. Because it's definitely, this is clear consolidation right here. Just like the first little pop. I think I'm gonna end up taking it and just risking the 350s. It may actually touch the 350s. But the volume though. It's a lot of conflicting thoughts right now in my head. It shouldn't be this hard to make money. Usually if I buy a dip like this on something with strong catalyst, it just pays me, right? So I am inclined to just chill out. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is too much effort. This is way too much effort to make money.
Took a small joyride on PRFX entry 15.58, exit 15.98.
Nice. Yeah, that thing's got some, it's definitely got some range on it.
Donald, congrats. Thanks, Lori.
This thing is so strong on continuation, PFRX. That's crazy. PRFX. Look at this. Look at this daily chart on this thing. Definitely went further than I thought it could. Had no news on the day, but outperforming pretty much everything else on the day. All right, 350s coming into play on ARBB. And let's look at the volume. 1 million and then a drop off in volume. It's a lot of falling knives out here. So I may just keep yeah, the power of the IPO, yeah, definitely. I may just keep my 4,500 and just, you know, see it on Monday. See the market on Monday and see if any better news comes out to play those dips. I really thought it could actually get up there, especially being an IPO. I expected it more than PFRX. But PFRX, now up 158%, has proved everybody wrong on the day. And it's even outperforming things that have 200 million shares traded on it. Moved from $7 all the way up to 16, and now it's floating around 15. Nvidia is another thing that was going up this morning, almost up to 480. Nice. Nokia, Coinbase. AMD. So yeah, there's a lot of larger floats kind of winning on the day as well. Coin, Rivian is already up there. Lucid. AMD. And since we're taking a mid break, let me just go and revive my rules just to keep them fresh in my head so I don't end up getting a nail in a coffin way bigger than 50 bucks. 50 bucks is definitely not my daily stop by any means, but if there's no good opportunities, I don't want to be chasing. Tickers above $2. Looking for the high relative volume, which we are. A lot of the high relative volume is not there. Ticker without a history of giving back gains, which would knock PFXR or whatever it is off. But it's going up. It didn't even have any obvious support levels or resistance levels, just going. Abnormally large percent gainers. The only one that we see is PFRX. PRFX. So getting caught in this is just not good. It's starting to come down now. 17 million shares traded on it. Nikola, let's see. Woo, 220. Oh, well, I thought this was the area that we saw for it. Yeah, so it's touching the 225-ish level right here. But it's not a low float, so the resurgence may not be there. It's making this move down, but back up is hard for this high float stop. And I don't want to get caught in a Friday chop fest. PFRX halted going down. That's the only thing about Nikola that I don't like. Seeing a little bit of green off the bottom down here. Holding above 350. Do I want to give this a try? Nope. Weak catalyst, all of that behind it. Weak volume. Because I don't want to get into something and hope volume shows up. I want to see volume already be there and then capitalize on the movement of that volume. Okay. Continue to push down. So these movements down have been 295 or 289 down here to the 247, 258, 238, 262, 245. 45 down to 31. So maybe not even 10 cents here to be gotten. It has taken out all of its pre-market gains and come back to this 219 level. So that is not good. And that is not what we would consider a gap fill. Coming even below the 219. So yeah, that's not what we want to see. And if we look over here on the on Street Smart Age, we can see it's down 20% on the day and only up 2% since pre-market. So that no, I'm good. I dodged that bullet.
It's moving with the market.
It's moving with the market. Possibly. But how strong is this SPY market going to be down after hitting 450? Is this just going to be a brief downwards movement? Is it going to consolidate? Or is this something like a Friday sell-off? Right? Because this is not, this is broken down everything. Yeah. AT&T did, where's PRFX? Did you open up? Nope. Let me see what time it's supposed to open up. PFRX. Halted at 1046, should be opening up at 1051.07. So just a few minutes there. But yeah, look at this thing destroying its way down to the $2. And you know, if something goes under $2, I'm just not going to touch it. It's too close, too much risk, too much to be played with. I'm good. Plug continuing down as well. Lucid, Rivian, Coinbase. Just a whole lot of iffy movements today. And ARB continued down as well. Still not even 10 million shares worth of volume. When you got what, 10 on the top 10 watch list that about to double this volume. So if we look at the what I kind of look at the rule set, I don't want to see any tickers doubling or tripling the volume, especially with catalyst. And there are definitely some up here with catalyst. It's jumping off of that 219, but I'm not interested. Jump from $2 to 219. I'm good. I leave that one. All right, anyway, so red day today. So overall this week I'm down $60. Yeah, right around $60. I was checking the, and I think it's something going on with the way that they're calculating my trades, because on the day that I traded, it said that I was down $18. Then I go and check the account and it says I'm net average of $6 loss. And I was like, what? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the calculation. I just got to kind of keep up with it to see what's going on. I don't know if it was a disconnect from them or what, but something's going on. Just like today when I'm entering my positions, this thing's taking forever to calculate. Now, I can say
good risk management.
I usually don't.
The market is crazy.
Yeah, the market is crazy. I usually don't trade in the first hour. So that may be why I'm starting to see more and more errors, is because I'm jumping into trades in that first hour. So, you know, may need to go back to doing that to get some proper values. Good thing is, you know, with the dividends that I got now, they're working right now too. So just like me, they're sitting there trading and creating value and paying me. And, you know, it's good. It's good to know that, you know, if you do lose something, you have multiple
Market
ways to make it back. Market rebounding. PFRX jumping back up there. Let's see where the market is. 450. And it's doing pretty much the same thing that we just saw on Nikola. But why is Nikola, how dependent is Nikola on the market? And I wonder, let's go look. We'll go here. FinViz. What is that data point that I think it's Delta, the Delta data point, Nicola. Market. How dependent is this on the market?
Very.
Market cap, dividend. I think it's called Delta. I'm not mistaken. Because we go over here in the screener, go to all. Beta is it? Okay, beta.
These days.
Beta, where's the beta at? Beta right here, 1.82. So let's go look at what 1.82 is to this. Weird. Now I just saw this. Okay. So a measure of the stock market's volatility relative to the market. An asset with a beta of 0 means its price is not at all correlated with the market. A positive beta means the asset generally follows the market. A negative beta shows that the asset is inversely follows the market. Decreases in value if the market goes up. Okay. So yeah, it looks like it has a 1. I think what's the highest it goes? I think it goes to 5. It's like 1 to 5, and then it's 5 to -5 is what I think it is. Or is it 0 to 5? Let's see. Under 0, 1, 1.5, 1 to 2, over 4. So if you're looking for stuff that's super relying on the market, you want that 4. All right, let's go back. 232 pulled back up there, but again, I'm just not interested. What was the other one we were watching? ARB still flooding down. No more volume coming into that.
Interesting.
All right. So this one, I mean, it's got this big buy up, but the problem is if this is fake, how quickly can it get back down here to 206 with the way that we've seen it dropping? Because this thing, if we look on TOS where we were on the daily chart, okay, we can see that this thing bounced off of this 221, got a nice test of that level. And let's look back a little bit. This was the bottom side. What is this? 217. So it did test a couple of touched points here and getting a little bit of a bounce off of that. But will it make it back to 250 and all that? I'm just not confident in it. Like, I'm just not, even with it, it's a 1 on the thing. So it's not heavy market correlation. So what if it decides to go down and the market continues to go up? That could happen. And you can see this thing either chop sideways or go down. So I'm like, I'd rather not play that game. I'd rather just enjoy my Friday and, be ready for next week. Come in, do some research over the weekend for some new dividends. And, just keep my mental sanity.
It gave profit from 2.2 to 2.3.
Yeah, 2.2, 2.3, yeah. But still, one, it's up 3. There's a couple of factors that is kind of counting against it. One, it's up 3%. So if anybody's opening up their scan, unless they're scanning for volume, the top volume, it's just not it's not going to get the attention that it really should, right? 2, the catalyst that we looked at. They're buying 12 trucks, which is about $1 million investment. Is that something worth ripping up for? 3, the relative volume on this one is relatively low. When we look on TOS, the relative volume is 4.2. We usually look to trade things that are 5 and higher on relative volume because we see things from 5 to 500. So for it to be 4.2, that's really low. The other thing counting against it is the shares outstanding and the high float,
It's all about
530
momentum.
million. Yes, it is about momentum, but you can calculate the amount of momentum by the float. This is not a low float. This is a killer. This is a straight up killer. So, yeah, anyway, I'm about to go and get me some breakfast. And then take care of some business today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed or you like the content, definitely consider subscribing. But yeah, I'm about to call it. I don't want to get, visually tortured into something. So, just closing my eyes and saying, you know what, you don't get them all. I managed risk on this week. When there's better news, I do get better movement in these stocks, especially off
You
these
did
dip
good, pal.
buys. But
Happy weekend, all.
you guys keep your head on the swivel. You're going to continue trading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
That's true, with news you nail IR. It.